You've reached the second video on how to create your field of. Let's start a new document. You're going to go to File, New, and let's change this from pixels to inches. We're going to make it 8 by 10 inches. And the resolution of 72 is way too small. Let's bump that up to 300. Nice high resolution. That means it'll be good quality if we ever print this. And I just need to title it field of, what are you going to have it be? Field of cows, field of flowers. For me it's going to be field of trees, otherwise known as a forest. And I'm going to click OK. And this is not oriented the way I want. So I need to go to Image, and we need to go to Flip Canvas Horizontal. Oh, that didn't work. Image, where is it? I think it might be canvas size. Okay, so let's make the height 8 and the width 10 and click OK. And proceed. There we go. This should look familiar. I have a blank background here. Please unlock the background by clicking and dragging that lock all the way down to the little tiny trash can down at the bottom and release. Okay, it's unlocked. We can now draw onto it. Come on over and grab your rectangle tool and get me a nice big rectangle that fills the bottom. And we need to change the color. You might see something right up here. I'm seeing properties. If you don't see properties, you're going to look for this little symbol, properties, or go to window, properties, and you should see a fill color and a stroke color. I'm going to click on that and try out some different browns until I find one I'm happy with. Maybe I could do green for the field. There we go. I like that one. And we need one more rectangle to fill the sky area, so I'm going to click and drag, create a rectangle for the sky, come right over here to my properties, click on the fill color, and find a sky color that you like. Don't make it too crazy. Okay. And I'm going to click right here to deselect on my move tool. I have my first two layers. This layer is just white, and so we can completely get rid of it. I'm going to click and drag that layer and drop it in the trash can. Bye-bye. So now I just have grass and sky. Now earlier in the video, you should have done some research. You should have found an image that has that checkerboard background. You're going to right-click it and copy. Come on over to Photoshop, and you're going to go Edit, Paste. There's my layer with my tree. It popped up right in between those two for some reason. Go ahead and try moving it around. And I notice right off the bat that this tree is behind my sky rectangle, and I need to change that. So I'm going to take my tree, it's in the middle, it's called layer 1. And I'm going to click and drag and drop it above rectangle 2. Aha! It just popped out in front. Okay, I also want to rename this. I don't want it to be called layer 1. I would like it to be called tree, so I'm going to double click right on the title. Don't double click out here. Double click right on the title, and you can type in tree 1 or cow 1 or flower 1 or whatever you have. Alright, let's make this a foreground tree. We're going to put it up in the front and have it be really large. So you are going to go to Edit. I'll do that again because that was a little confusing. I have my tree layer selected. Don't select one of the rectangles, select the tree and go to Edit, Transform, and what we want to do is scale it to make it bigger, but I am just going to take a second to show you some of these and have you try it out. If you flip it vertically, it'll go upside down, boop, and I'm going to go Undo. If you transform and rotate it, it'll rotate like that, but I'm going to undo. If you go to transform, you can do perspective or warp or distort. Those are all pretty fun. Can rotate it the other direction, but I'm going to do scale because I want to be able to pull on the corner and make it really big. Now, do you notice that I can squash this? I can stretch it. Please do not squash or stretch your image. You need to hold on your keyboard the Shift key. I'm going to press it right now. 1, 2, 3, Shift, and that makes it click into the right size. Okay, so it'll be the right proportions. That's pretty big. Maybe I'll make it a little bit bigger. Move it off the page a bit till I'm happy. And once I'm happy and it's placed in a spot that I like, I'm going to click my Move tool. It says apply the transformation. That just means, are you sure you want it this size? If you don't like it, click Don't Apply. I'm going to click Apply. There it is. There's my first tree with no background. If you notice that your object has a white square around it, uh-oh, that means you have to go back here and find something else that has a true checkerboard background. Okay, for adding all the rest of the trees, go on over to the next video.